Hello, this is Erin Dinahan. My first web-based technology that I'm going to talk to you about is Wheel Decide. Wheel Decide is an online resource that allows you to create a spinner that you can modify to either choose on specified students or ask specific questions or even cover some vocabulary. The two ISTE standards that this will cover are the ISTE Standards for Teachers, 1C, promotes student reflection using collaborative tools to reveal and clarify students' conceptual understanding, thinking, planning, and creative processes. And ISTE for Teachers Standard 2A, design or adapt relevant learning experience that incorporate digital tools and resources to promote both student learning and creativity. Okay, so if we go over to our wheeldecide.com, okay, you can see there's a blank example of this wheel that has been created to decide what to eat for dinner with different choices. If you scroll down on the right-hand side here, there is a button that says Modify the Wheel. Okay, that will allow you to choose different options or browse the wheels that they have created. Now, I'll go ahead and show you what options there are when you browse the wheels. But for us, it will be more useful for us to actually create our own. Okay, it says here are some featured, what event to attend, where to eat, what movies, wheel categories, there's game, food, and drink, and things like that. But if we go ahead and go back, we're going to create our own for the main reason that I use Wheel Decide. I basically use it in order to choose on a randomized student. A lot of people do this using a deck of cards, or they can use it with popsicle sticks with student's name. They'll draw out of a bucket. But this allows us to do it without any work. If you notice it says paste list here, I'm going to enter all of my students' name, but I don't have to type them individually. If I go to paste list, I'm allowed to paste a whole Excel document or spreadsheet that has all the list. Now in PowerSchool, you're able to go get your list. You can export it as a Excel document. I, for today, have created a example of just some students here. Okay, so I've selected all the cells with student's name. I'm going to control copy, okay, or you can copy it by right-clicking as well. And then all I have to do is go back to my paste list and paste it in there. You can choose Control V or again right-click and paste. Okay, and that has listed all of my students' name in here. Okay, I'll add my choices, and then they've listed them as all separate entries there. Okay, if you have to add in any late comers to the year, you won't have to redo this. You can just add additional choices at that point. Now, wheel title, okay, I will say this is my M1 class, Maroon 1. Okay, so you will just title it whatever class period it is. Now, there are some advanced options to make it more dynamic. Okay, this is one property that I really like for this technology. It says remove choice after it's landed on. So if you're trying to make sure that you call on every student during an hour, you would want to be sure to click this so that once you call on them, it will remove them from the list. There's lots of different color choices here. I'm just going to use the red, blue, and white choice, but there's lots of different colors. And seconds to spin, you can adjust this to whatever you want. I don't want to take a bunch of class time for it to spin, so I'm going to bring that down to only 2 seconds, so I get my selection much quicker. Now you can adjust the diameter of the wheel and make it larger. I usually don't mess with that, and adjust custom colors and text to really make your presentation more dynamic here. A lot of the standard choices will be plenty good to look at for us. So we'll apply the wheel changes, and then here is our wheel with all our different names. You just have to click and it will spin. There is sound if you want it. You can turn it off if you don't like that. And it just selects. Now, I'm going to choose this a few times, okay, and you'll notice I chose the option to remove the name as it spins. So as I continue clicking here, my wheel has less sections. Now, the nice thing about this feature is you don't have to start over to deselect that. If you want to be able to pick out of anyone, all you have to do is refresh the wheel, and then it will put everybody back into your original choices. Okay, so that's nice. Another thing I really like about this website is you don't have to log in or create an account at all. If you want to save this wheel, all you have to do is add it to your bookmarks. Okay, so wheel decide M1, if you just want to call it M1, you can be done. And then I will show you, I'll go to a new tab, open my bookmarks here, M1, and there's my wheel. Okay, so you don't have to log in and you get to use this as much as possible. Okay, so very useful for teachers. I'll go down here and show you the different, if we go back to just wheel decide, it gives us some examples of what we can use this for in education. Okay, I use it for picking a random student in the class, but it also says you can put questions on there, topics, vocab terms. I have not used that for vocab, but I could see how that would be very helpful. Just put your vocab on there, it shuffles them, so you might get a repeat there, but that may be a good thing to review different terms here. Again, you can use it to assign groups or teams, pick on different people, or jobs in a specific group project.